They think my age is a weakness, that I crave warmth. Julian was perfect. A Harvard degree, the ambition of a wolf, and hands that knew how to make me forget about the boardroom. But when you sleep with a lawyer, you always sleep with his contract under your pillow. Sex with a younger man is like insider trading. It's a risk that makes you feel alive. He whispered to me of love, and I listened to his heartbeat, checking to see if he was lying. Spoiler alert, he was. But oh my, how beautiful.
The morning after, Julian brings her coffee in bed, along with a bunch of boring paperwork about the Vegas hotel. Eleanor is in a robe, relaxed. She signs the papers without looking or pretending to. Julian kisses her hand as she signs. Julian secretly copies files from her laptop. His face changes. The mask of a lover falls away, revealing a cold vulture.
He thought I was blind. He started adding transfer of control in the event of incapacity clauses to every application. He was preparing my financial coffin while I was choosing Cartier cufflinks for him.
An evening reception. Julian approaches her and whispers coldly, "Eleanor, the board of directors meets tomorrow. I have your signature. You no longer own the hotel. You're just a guest." Eleanor slowly turns to face him. She's not surprised. She takes a sip of champagne.
Poor boy. He thought he'd screwed the Queen and taken the crown, but he forgot I taught him law myself. Every paper he gave me was signed in disappearing ink, or in the name of a shell company he'd never even heard of.
The police or security escort Julian out of the office. His perfect suit is creased. Eleanor watches this through a security camera, sipping her whiskey. Eleanor enters the interrogation room.
Julian, you were amazing in bed, but in business, you're just an unpaid intern. Eleanor's voice. I let him steal what I wanted to throw away. He took on debts he didn't know about. I didn't just scam him. I made him pay for my best orgasm in 10 years with his own future.
Eleanor is alone in the penthouse again. She takes off her necklace.
Never confuse passion with loss of control. If a young man seems too perfect, it's because he's after your assets. Enjoy your body, but keep the keys to the safe in your head. After all, the best way to warm yourself at night isn't a man, but the knowledge that you still own this city.
They're swimming. Julian hugs her from behind, whispering strategies for acquiring competitors into her ear. It looks like foreplay, but the words are about blood and money.
Julian was like an expensive sports car. Beautiful, fast, and very expensive to maintain. I knew he was checking my accounts while I was in the shower. I saw him taking pictures of my passwords, and I let him. There's nothing sweeter than feeding your enemy a poisoned dessert while he thinks he's drinking on you.
Eleanor, this hotel in London, you're wasting too much energy on it. Sign the power of attorney over to me. I'll sort out the unions. You deserve a vacation in Capri.
You are so caring, darling. Give me your hand. That night we celebrated his victory. It was the most passionate night of his life, because he thought he'd finally had sex with a woman who couldn't be bought. He didn't know that this power of attorney was issued to a branch of the company that had declared technical default the day before.
Julian lays out the papers. My God, Eleanor Vance has handed over complete control to me. Given her emotional instability of late, I propose the immediate liquidation of her Vegas assets. Silence. The council members look at Eleanor. She silently looks at her perfect nails.
Watching a man drown in his own self-confidence is better than any spa. He opened the folder, expecting to see confirmation of his authority. Instead, he found an Interpol notice of an investigation into document forgery and money laundering through his personal offshore accounts.
The office is empty. Julian stands alone, realizing the scale of the disaster. Eleanor comes close to him. She straightens his tie, the same gesture as before, but now it feels like a noose.
You were a good lawyer, Julian, but you made a fatal mistake. You believed that having sex with me made you my equal, but I don't sleep with equals. I sleep with tools, and when tools get dull, I throw them away.
Julian, you knew from the start?
Darling, I knew about this before you even took off your pants for the first time. Consider it tuition. Your Cayman Islands bank debt is now 8 million. Good luck with the debt collectors.
Eleanor exits the building. A black limousine is waiting for her. She gets in and opens her laptop. On the screen are graphs of profits, all trending upward.
Love is a risk I can't afford on my balance sheet. Youth is a commodity that depreciates faster than tech startup stocks. My buildings last for decades. My bills mount forever. Julian wanted to take my business, but in the end it just became another line item on my entertainment bill. In this city, only those who understand that the heart is muscle and the mind is capital survive. This is not just a story about sex. It is a story about vigilance.